Hi everyone, welcome to Career Friend, your pathway to a shining future. Do you have a housekeeping job interview coming up? Are you feeling a little nervous? Well, you can stop worrying right now. Here's what we will cover in this tutorial. 1. Important tips to prepare for your interview. 2. A list of 25 common housekeeping interview questions. 3. Simple tips and answers to common questions. 4. Easy to understand sample answers to ensure your success. And 5. Some special post-interview tips to help you get the job. Let's get started on your pathway to a shining future. Before we begin the questions, let's talk about preparation. First, research the place you are interviewing with. Know if it is a hotel, a hospital, or a school. This shows you care. Second, read the job description again. Know what skills they want, like teamwork or attention to detail. Third, practice your answers out loud. This helps you remember and sound natural during the interview. Question 1. Tell me about yourself. Tip: focus on your work skills and experience, not your personal life. Answer: I am a dedicated housekeeper with over 3 years of experience in maintaining clean and welcoming environments. In my previous role at a busy hotel, I was responsible for cleaning guest rooms and public areas to high standards. I have strong attention to detail, ensuring every corner is spotless and sanitized. I am reliable, hardworking, and always greet guests with a smile. I am now excited to bring my skills and positive attitude to your team. Question 2. Why do you want to work here as a housekeeper? Tip: connect your answer to the specific company or place. Answer: I admire this hotel's reputation for excellent service. I know cleanliness is a big part of that good reputation. I want to use my skills to help your team and make sure every guest has a positive experience. Question 3. What are the most important qualities for a housekeeper? Tip: show that you understand the job is more than just cleaning. Answer: the most important qualities are reliability, attention to detail, and honesty. People depend on us to keep their spaces clean and their belongings safe. Being efficient and managing time well is also very important. Question 4. Why should you hire me? Tip: summarize your best skills with confidence. You should hire me because I am dependable and thorough. I do not cut corners. I have the experience to handle all cleaning tasks efficiently. I am also polite to guests and staff, and I want to grow with a great team like yours. Question 5. How would you describe your work ethic? Tip: talk about being responsible, honest, and hardworking. Answer: I have a strong work ethic. I show up on time every day, ready to work hard. I do my tasks correctly even when no one is watching. I always treat property and people with respect. Question 6. What experience do you have with professional cleaning? Tip: be specific about your past jobs and daily tasks. Answer: in my previous job at a busy hotel, I cleaned guest rooms and public areas. I vacuumed carpets, mopped floors, dusted surfaces, and sanitized bathrooms daily. I am familiar with using different cleaning products for different surfaces. Question 7. What cleaning equipment do you know how to use? Tip. List the equipment and show you know how to use it safely. Answer. I am comfortable using vacuum cleaners, floor buffers, and carpet cleaning machines. I also know how to use industrial washers and dryers for linens. I always use wet floor signs to keep people safe while I work. Question 8. How do you ensure you do not miss details when cleaning a room? Tip. Talk about having a system or checklist. Answer. I use a step-by-step system every time. I start from the top and work my way down. I have a mental checklist of everything that needs to be done. I do not leave a room until I have checked every task. Question 9. How do you handle repetitive tasks without losing focus? Tip. Show that you stay motivated and professional. Answer. I understand some tasks are repetitive, but I focus on doing each small task perfectly. I stay motivated by looking at the final result, a perfectly clean room. It gives me a sense of pride every single time. Question 10. How do you manage your time to complete all your assigned areas? Tip. Talk about planning and prioritizing your work. Answer. I start my day by looking at my assignment list. I prioritize check-out rooms first because new guests need them ready. I stick to a routine for each room, which helps me clean efficiently without rushing. Question 11. What if a guest asks you to do something outside your normal duties? Tip. Show you are helpful, but also know your limits. I would always be polite and listen to their request. If it is simple, like bringing an extra towel, I'm happy to help. If I am unsure, I tell them I need to check with my supervisor first, and then I ask my supervisor right away. Question 12. What does infection control mean to you? Tip. Show you understand cleaning is about health and safety. Infection control means cleaning to stop germs from spreading. It means using the right disinfectants and changing cloths often. I pay special attention to high-touch areas like doorknobs and light switches because they can spread illness. Question 13. How do you clean a bathroom to ensure it is sanitized? Tip. Walk them through a simple, correct process. First, I put on my gloves. I clean the mirrors and fixtures, then the sink and counters. I use a special cloth and cleaner just for the toilet. I clean under the rim and all around it. Finally, I mop the floor from the farthest corner back to the door. Question 14. What would you do if you saw a colleague not following correct procedures? Tip. Show you are professional and responsible. I would politely remind them of the correct procedure privately. They might have just forgotten. If they continued doing it wrong, I would report it to a supervisor to keep everyone safe. It is about doing our jobs correctly, not getting anyone in trouble. Question 15. How do you follow health and safety rules while cleaning? Tip. Talk about using safety signs, gloves, and reading labels. Answer. I always put up wet floor signs when I mop. I wear gloves when using chemicals. I do not overload electrical sockets. I also read cleaning product labels carefully to make sure I use them safely and correctly. Question 16. What would you do if you noticed a safety hazard like a loose carpet? Tip. Show you are observant and take action. Answer. If I saw something dangerous, I would not ignore it. If I could fix it safely, like a small spill, I would clean it up right away. If it was a bigger issue, like a loose carpet, I would report it to my supervisor immediately so they can fix it before someone gets hurt. Question 17. How do you handle cleaning in an area where people are present? Tip: emphasize being polite, quiet, and not disturbing others. Answer: when people are around, I am quiet and try not to disturb them. I smile and say "excuse me" politely if I need to pass by. I never interrupt someone who is working or on the phone. My goal is to do my job without bothering anyone. Question 18. Tell me about a time you had a difficult guest. How did you handle it? Tip: use a simple story showing you stayed calm. Answer: a guest was once angry because their room was not cleaned on time. I stayed calm and listened without interrupting. I apologized and offered to clean it right then. They agreed, and by the time I finished, they had calmed down and thanked me. Staying calm is the key. Question 19. What would you do if you accidentally broke something? Tip: be honest. Honesty is always the best policy. Answer: accidents can happen. If I broke something, I would not hide it. I would report it to my supervisor immediately and explain what happened honestly. I would also apologize to the guest if it was their item. Taking responsibility is the most important thing. Question 20. Imagine you are busy and your supervisor gives you an urgent task. What do you do? Tip: show you are flexible and can prioritize. Answer: I would listen carefully to understand the new task. Then I would politely ask my supervisor which task they want me to do first. This shows I am willing to help and want to focus on the most important thing. I would then adjust my schedule. Question 21. How do you handle working under pressure on busy days? Tip: talk about staying calm and focusing on one thing at a time. Answer: on busy days, I focus on my routine and do one task at a time. If I rush, I might make mistakes. Staying calm and organized helps me work efficiently. I remind myself that being busy is a good thing. Question 22. What does good teamwork mean to you? Tip: talk about helping others and communicating clearly. Answer: good teamwork means everyone works together toward the same goal. It means being reliable so your teammates can count on you. It means helping each other out if someone is behind. And it means communicating clearly about what you need. Question 23. Tell me about a time you helped a coworker. Tip: have a simple example ready. Answer: at my last job, a new person was struggling to finish their rooms on time. I had finished my own area, so I offered to help them with their last few rooms. I showed them a few tips, and they finished on time and felt more confident. Question 24. How do you prefer to receive instructions from your supervisor? Tip: show you are open to feedback and clear communication. Answer: I am happy with whatever way works best for my supervisor. A quick verbal instruction is fine for daily tasks. For complex tasks, a written note or checklist is helpful. I also appreciate feedback so I know if I'm doing a good job. Question 25. How do you ensure guest confidentiality while doing your job? Tip: show respect for privacy, especially in healthcare settings. Answer: I understand that privacy is very important. I never look at personal papers or touch personal belongings. If I overhear a private conversation, I do not repeat it to anyone. My job is to clean the space, not to be involved in what happens inside it. You have made it through all 25 questions. You are so well prepared. Now, here are some final tips for success. First, dress professionally. Wear clean and neat clothes. It shows you take the opportunity seriously. Second, arrive on time. Plan your journey to arrive 10 to 15 minutes early. Being late is a big problem. Third, be polite to everyone you meet. Be kind to the receptionist and everyone else. They might be asked for their opinion of you. Fourth, ask a question at the end. It shows you are interested. You can ask simple questions like, what does a typical day look like here? Or what are the next steps in the interview process? Thank you so much for watching today. I hope these tips and answers help you feel confident and ready to shine. If you found this video helpful, please like this video and subscribe to Career Friend for more job tips. Comment below and tell us where you are applying. We would love to cheer you on. Please share this video with a friend who is also looking for a job. Good luck with your interview. You have got this. I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.